The theme for this year's state convention comes from Stallard. It befits all to strive with greatest effort, lest they pass their lives in silence. It's such a simple sentiment, yet it applies to our lives now more than ever. I think it's safe to say that nobody had anticipated the massive shift in social culture that we're experiencing right now. To me, a world where face masks are government mandated and supermarkets become battlegrounds for rations was a far-off dystopian future exclusively for characters in young adult novels. As a senior, I can assure you that I feel your pain when it comes to our academic lives. I will not get to see my friends walk down our familiar school hallways again, or be there to take group graduation photos and wish them the best of luck in college. It is okay to feel hopeless and devastated right now, and it is important to know that you are not alone in coming to terms with our new reality. What is not okay is giving up on yourself because of your circumstances. So let me tell you a story. My very first NJCL National Convention took place during the summer of 2019, and I was half scared out of my wits. I had never been a social butterfly and was fearful that I would spend most of my time wandering around alone. What I hadn't anticipated was how invigorating the energy was at Nationals. Within a day, I had already bonded with the rest of the New Jersey delegates, and we became like a traveling pack. We spent our time walking 500 miles to and from the contest sites in our dorms. And no, that's not an exaggeration. You can ask any person who's been to Nationals before. We laughed ourselves hoarse at the comedy show That's Entertainment and goofed off in the dining hall trying to make the tallest ice cream cone possible. My friend Sophie won, by the way. Hers had to have been at least half a foot tall, and we have pictures for proof. It was these new friends who first encouraged me to take the academic test at Nationals, despite having never studied for them before. How was I going to possibly pass these tests when all of these people had trained their entire high school career for this? I honestly had no idea what my friends were thinking. But I discovered that social coercion is a very real force, and I ended up taking the exams that day anyway. The results absolutely shocked me, as I ended up placing 10th nationally for classical Greek despite having never taken a Greek course before. I owe a lot of my success at Nationals to my friends, and they were the ones who encouraged me in the first place. So this brings me back to the theme for this year's convention. At its core, this theme is trying to say that if you never try, you will never succeed. If you let the thought of a hard test scare you from taking it, then you will never place at all. If you let your current situation drag you down into the murky depths, then you're never giving yourself the chance to rise to the top. If you choose to dwell on what could have been instead of this bright future that you have ahead of you, then you will never see the future in the first place. Look for the people who are going to lift you up and put you back on your feet when you stumble. Then pay it back by believing in yourself enough to achieve your goals and inspire them in the process. It would be very easy, especially with the current global crisis, to be silent and forfeit in the face of adversity. I challenge you, today and every day after, to rise to that occasion and refuse to give up on yourself when you have so much worth fighting for. Thank you, NJJCL, for the opportunities and the memories that you have provided me with. I hope everyone enjoys State Convention and continues to put their best foot forward in every circumstance. Thank you.